So let's dive into that a little bit further. What kind of constraints does G1 normally put onto G2 or G3 in the way they inherit? Do they say you only get this amount at age 30 and it only can be for this purpose? What are the normal ways that they do this?
I'll tell you that in my experience that never works because it breeds resentment in the wealth and it breeds resentment in G1, and as a result, inheritors usually go pretty rogue and they feel resentful for that.
They generally do anyway, but
yeah,
that's one more thing to make them mad.
That's true, but sometimes you see incentive type of things like we'll match your W-2, we'll match your self-employment income, or we'll match your charitable giving or whatever. And so kind of creating some incentives like that, some carrots more than the stick. But even beyond that, if you wait until the money is changing hands and you expect the estate planning strategies to raise your kids for you, you've already failed. And so the conversation and what happens in the family office context when we do it right is we're seeding those conversations early on and bringing the children into conversations about wealth, about the structures, why are they there, why are we holding Bitcoin, how is it going to be, what will your responsibilities be when you now step in to steward this wealth that we built. And so if you can't just be like a pass of the baton, it's like, no, we got to walk alongside you for a while and help you grow into the responsibility that is required.
Yeah, and I guess maybe that may also play into if they have family businesses, maybe G2 or G3 are getting a role in some of those businesses and proving out their skill there, and then they're being given more responsibility over time as they prove themselves.
And discovering their interests. I mean, you might have one member of G2 who really wants to build the family business. You might have another one who wants to start a new business. Maybe it's a Bitcoin business. Maybe it's not a Bitcoin business. Maybe they want to start a medical practice or something like that. Maybe you're going to have somebody who is really involved in the arts. Maybe you're going to have somebody who's really involved in philanthropy. But the family office experience, especially with the kind of structures that Eric is talking about, gives them like a sandbox to play in and figure out what it is that really turns them on, because this wealth can do a lot of things for them, but they become stewards of this wealth, not just beneficiaries.